We discussed about the final unit of 5 is basics of GST is recovery of taxes. What is the recovery of tax? Under GST, there are well defined procedures for demand of unpaid tax, which is done via the issue of show cause notice. The show cause notice shortly says about the SCN. The SCN is show cause notice and order. However, if the due tax amount still remains unpaid, then the department is authorized to start a recovery of tax, meaning proceedings can be started officially of recovery of taxes. When to initiate proceedings for recovery of tax under GST? As per the provisions of recovery of tax in GST, if the amount payable by a tax person remains unpaid, even after 3 months from the date of issuing the order for demand of tax, then their recovery of tax under GST will be initiated. However, if the proper officer consider it urgent in the interest of revenue, he may state reasons regarding in writing and direct the concerned taxpayer to make payment in a reduced period as well. In any case, if the demand is not paid in the time specified, then the department will initiate proceedings for recovery of tax in GST. And what are the modes of recovery of tax under GST? The some modes are mentioned. The recovery of tax under GST is deduction of due amount from the tax amount payable to such person by the department. Recovery of tax by way of detaining and selling any goods belonging to such person. And recovery of tax from another person from whom money is either due or may become due to such person. Recovery of tax from another person who holds or may subsequently hold money for or on account of such person to pay to the credit of the central or a state government. Detention of any movable or immovable property belonging to such person until the amount payable is paid. If the dues are not paid within 13 days, the said property is to be sold, and with the proceeds of such sale the amount payable and cost of sale is to be recovered. In recovery of tax through the collector of the district in which such person owns any property or resides or carries on his business, as if it is were an arrears of land revenue. The proper officers will need to prepare a certificate specifying the amount due from such persons and hand it over to the concerned collector for this purpose. And recovery of tax by way of application to the appropriate magistrate, who in turn shall proceed to recovery the amount as if it is were a fine imposed by him. And recovery of tax via enforcing the bond or instrument executed under the Act or any rule or regulations made under the Act. And finally, recovery of tax done by the proper officers of the state government or union territory government, wherein any CGST arrears will be recovered as if it is were an SGST or UTGST arrear. Such an amount will be recovered and then later credited to the accounts of the central government. In case the amount recovered by this means is less than the amount due, then the amount will be apportioned among the central government and state union territory government in proportion to the amount due to each authority. The special provisions for recovery of tax under GST is void transfer of property. As per the GST provisions, the department can seize properties belonging to the defaulters to recover the due tax amount. Sometimes, in order to avoid such seizures, the taxpayer transfer the property via sales, mortgage, exchange, etc. after the amount has become due. The intention being to avoid paying the tax amount which is due. To handle such a scenario, the provisions have been laid down which state that transfer of property will become void whenever there is a tax amount due to be paid. There are the mode of recovery of tax based upon the taxpayers. However, the transfer will not be held as a void provided transfer has been made for an adequate considerations and transfer has been made in good faith, that is, without any intention to cause fraud. The taxpayer has not received any notice regarding pending tax dues or proceedings at the time of transfer. The prior permissions of the proper officers has been obtained. So these all are the mentioned the transfer of property or acquired of the assets, and tax to be the first charge on property is, as per the provisions of recovery of tax in GST, any tax amount which is in due, including interest and penalty, will be the first charge on the property of the defaulter and will override all laws except the insolvency and bankruptcy code. The provisionally attaching property to protect revenue. If at any point in time the commissioner is of the opinion that the government revenue is at stake, then he has the authority to provisionally attach any property of the defaulting taxpayers. Such a provisional attachment will have a validity of 1 year. And property are generally treated as a temporary security for the purpose of provisional attachment, especially when there is a strong suspicion that the default will abscond. That is the reason why the provisionally has been made to include bank accounts also into such property and included them as part of the provisional and attachment of the property to protect revenue. And appeal and revisions of tax recovery is, if the taxpayer files for an appeal or revisions against the notice of demand received, then either of the following can occur as per the decisions is concerned. Number one is due amount is increased, and another one is due amount is decreased. Now see about the due amount is increased. In this case, the commissioner will serve another notice of demand for the difference amount. The old amount will anyway be covered by the notice issued earlier, and the due amount is decreased. In this case, the commissioner will inform the taxpayer about the reductions and also apprise the authority with whom the recovery of tax under GST is pending. No new notice will be issued in this case. A registered persons who receive the goods and service from an unregistered persons will be liable to pay tax on such receipt of supply. The small business having turnover below the threshold limit can be, however, voluntarily opt to register. They pay taxes and comply like a normal taxpayer. And earlier we have discussed about the modes of recovery of tax available to the proper officers. Now, what are the modes of recovery of taxes not paid? Where any amount payable by a person to the credit of the government under any of the provisions of this Act or of the rules made thereunder is not paid, the proper officer shall proceed to recover the amount by one or more of the modes mentioned below. There are some other modes of the recovery of tax not paid. The first one is adjustment against outstanding dues, and the second is recovery from seized items, and the third one is issue of garnishee orders, and the fourth one is power to distrain property, and the fifth one recovered as arrears of land revenue, and the sixth one recovery as fine imposed by the magistrate. Can bonds, if any, executed by the taxable person be enforced if the above modes of recovery are followed? Section 79 subsection 2, where the terms of any bond or other instrument executed under this Act or any rules or regulations made thereunder provide that any amount due under such instrument may be recovered in the manner laid down in under section 79 subsection 1. Can an SGST officer recover dues under CGST? Yes, where any amount of tax, interest or penalty is payable by a person to the credit of the government under any of the provisions of this Act or the rules made thereunder and which remains unpaid, the proper officer of SGST or Union Territory during the course of recovery of said tax arrears may recover the amount from the said persons as if it is were an arrears of SGST or Union Territory and credit the amount so recovered to the account of the government. The payment of tax and other amount in installment mentioned in section 80 of an applications filed by a taxable person, the commissioner or chief commissioner may for reason to be recorded in writing, extend the time for payment or allow payment of any amount due under the Act other than the amount due as per the liability self-assessed in any return by such person is not more than 24 monthly installments. And also mention the transfer of property to be void in certain cases and tax to be first charged on property and provisionally attached to protect revenue in certain cases and continuation of certain recovery proceedings. They may mention the enhances of government dues in appeal and the reduction of government dues in appeal, They are mentioned the recovery of tax proceedings. Finally, reduction of government dues in appeal, where such government dues are reduced in appeal, revisions, or in other proceedings. It shall not be necessary for the Commissioner to serve upon the taxable persons a fresh notice of demand. The Commissioner shall give intimation of such reductions to him and to the appropriate authority with whom recovery proceeding is pending. And finally, any recovery proceedings initiated on the basis of the demand served upon inferior to the disposal of such appeal, revisions, applications, or other proceedings may be continued in relation to the amount so reduced from the stage at which such proceedings should immediately before such disposals. So these all are the related to the recovery of tax. The recovery of tax under section 79 of the GST Act. Also, what are the modes recovery of tax available? These proper officers can eligible to, can rights to, can powers to recovery of tax from the taxpayers whenever they not paid the tax. So these all are the recovery of tax sections and mode of tax recovery of tax not paid. And what are the modes tax available in the proper offices and what are the modes tax not paid. So these all are the related to the recovery of tax in GST and CGST, SGST, IGST of the tax system. Also the payment of tax and other amount in installments section 80. Transfer of property to be void in certain case section 81 and tax to be first charge on property section 82. These all are the recovery of tax.